Welcome on in. It's another doubleheader here at Shirley Povich Field. I'm Allie Navarrete, and returning to the booth this afternoon. Who knows how long he'll be in here. We're probably going to have another kind of rotating day, but it's Ian Decker. Ian, thanks for coming back on the call with me.
Yeah, happy to be back. Thank you for having me again.
Of course, you did so well the last time. It was so fun, and the last time we were in this booth, we were having fun, but so was the train. It was quite a doubleheader on Wednesday against the Giants. Back-to-back wins, 11-1 in Game 1, 7-1 in Game 2. I'm excited to hopefully watch them keep rolling this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. And nothing to note, too, they out-hit the Giants 26-5 through 2 games. So, obviously, at times this season, the offense has been a little dormant. We saw that last Sunday against D.C., but hits were not an issue the last time out.
Yeah, we had a couple players on with us during the broadcast on Wednesday, and they all kind of agreed that Sunday against the Grays was a bit of a wake-up call. It was a 6-1 loss to the last team in the league, a team that's really been struggling offensively, but they really got the Train's number and shut them down. But they came back with such a vengeance on Monday against the Crop Dusters, and then again, like we just said, an excellent doubleheader on Wednesday. Hopefully they can continue that momentum against the Metro SoCo Braves, number 5 in this league, currently 11-15. So definitely a team that the Train should be able to beat, seeing if they play like they have all week. On the mound for the Train to start today is one of the Bama boys, Connor Ball. In the field, Clay Wargo behind the plate. The infield, Peyton Schultz at first, Garrett Felix at second, Emilian Petre at short, TJ Rogers at third. DM Jefferson in the left, Luke Nowak in the center, John Kramer in the right, and your DH today for Bethesda will be Jason Schiavone. Leading off is Boone, the right fielder for the Braves. First pitch from Ball in the zone, count 0-1.
And, you know, in talking to Connor Ball recently, he has adjusted his pitch mechanics a little bit. His release point, as you'll see, is a little bit lower. It's helping him get some better spin on his ball. It's something that he tried out, started developing at Alabama, and he's started to implement here, and it's really paid dividends.
Yeah, he has been so impressive. The last time that the Train played the Braves was at their field. It was here, I think. I'm not sure. I just remember a game where he pitched against the Braves. It was a 2-0 loss, so the bats were very quiet, unfortunately. But he played really well. 6 innings of work, only gave up one of those runs. It was an impressive performance, and now it's off to a good start here with a 1-2 count to Boone. Fires the 1-2. Fouled off again.
That's one of the things Connor Ball does so well. You'll see Griffin Boone just had that check swing for a foul ball there, but Connor Ball's pitches are so deceptive. It looks like it's coming in, and then it breaks that last minute. Hard to get a read on for these batters.
So many pitchers have been so successful with that deception. Goes down swinging, strikeout number 1, and Connor Ball, one of them. Quick first out. Now batting for the Braves is Brett Stallings, the second baseman from George Mason. So this doubleheader, unlike the one on Wednesday, will be 2 7-inning games, not a 9-7, because this game never started. Swing and a miss there, count 0-1. So it'll be a bit of a shorter night, hopefully. I know the guys were tired, as were we. It's tough broadcasting in this booth with the sun.
Yeah, it gets really hot up here. I hadn't known before. This is, only the second time I'm up here, but I give you guys a lot of props for sitting through 7, 9 innings with the sun just kind of baking in.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were lucky enough to come on for the second game last time where the sun had kind of gone down, so there was some cloud cover. It wasn't quite as bad. Still very hot. The 1-1, 2-1 now. But you're experiencing the nice 4:30 p.m. doubleheader booth environment.
Yeah, soaking up all the sun in here.
The 2-1 from Ball, well hit over Petre, going to drop in left center field, and that's a base hit for Brett Stallings. Brings up Keegan Garris.
It's interesting tonight. Looks like DM Jefferson is in left and Luke Nowak is in center. John Kramer, since he's arrived from Ole Miss, fresh off the national championship, has that right field spot pretty much locked down. But Nowak and Jefferson have been switched. I wonder if that's defensive, just any strategy they want to put behind a left-handed pitcher. because the last time DM Jefferson was in center and Nowak was in left.
Speaking of Nowak, that ball straight to him. Going to toss it into the infield to hold Stallings at first, and that's out number 2 on the fly ball from Garris.
And that's huge for ball, too. You know, I mean, first pitch, the guy is swinging. It goes out. You get the out. You know, make quick work of the at-bat.
Yeah, that was good stuff from him, rebounding after that hit, that nice base hit. It was a well-hit ball by Stallings. Now at the plate is Buchanan, the DH for the Braves today. Ball to get started. Yeah, Kramer, really, we haven't seen him anywhere else except right field. DM and Luke have kind of been switching around, but right field's been rotated through. We've seen Schiavone out there, Garrett Felix, Trey Wingett. Out of all the outfield positions, it's really the only one where we see movement.
And even Colton Hegwood from second base
Yeah.
the other game. He tracked about 40 yards into shallow right to make a beautiful catch.
The 1-0 from Ball, another ball. There's that one time we saw Baylor Cobb in left field. There was an exhibition game. I think it was just for fun.
You know, got to expand the repertoire a little bit. He was getting some work out in the outfield.
Yeah. The 2-0 fouled back. First strike for Connor Ball here to Buchanan. Why not? I mean, exhibition game. Have a day.
Try something different. And you know what? To his credit, Baylor Cobb was working really hard in left field, and there was kind of a bloop foul ball that was curving left, and he didn't wind up getting it. But he made it a good play on it, good effort on it, so I give him a lot of props for that.
Yeah, that was a nasty pitch from Connor Ball. Count 2-2 now. Just one strike away from leaving Stallings out there. He fires the 2-2 count full. So the guys had a day off yesterday, but it is a doubleheader Wednesday, a doubleheader today, and then tomorrow we will have to finish a Crop Dusters game before we play the regularly scheduled one. Running is Stallings, but that one fouled back. So it's a lot of baseball as we wind down the regular season.
Yeah, especially, you know, with all those crop dusters games that have been postponed due to darkness with no lights out there in their stadium. There's a lot of games that these guys are having to make up at the end, home stretch here.
The 3-2 going to take his base on the walk and bring up Madden. So Stallings will advance to second, Buchanan at first, and Madden at the plate. Ball fires the first pitch to Madden for ball 1. That one, another ball. Madden holds back. Quinn Madden, the center fielder today for the Braves. The 1-2. Well hit deep into center field. Going to drop right in front of Luke Nowak. Going to toss it into the infield, but coming home safe is Stallings. The other runners will advance to second and third, and the Braves take an early 1-0 lead. It was a nice attempt to get it in there for Nowak to Wargo, but Wargo just not able to reach home plate in time.
Yeah, kind of slid over to the right a little bit. You know, I think Wargo was already thinking about getting the ball in his mitt and going back across home. It's a tough play to make. Like you say, 1-0 to the Braves.
First pitch, a strike to Webb at the plate now for Metro SoCo. The 0-1 in the zone again. Great stuff from Connor Ball here, looking to rebound.
And just the movement on that pitch was really pretty. I mean, it starts up and then it curves right down in there, gets into the center of the strike zone.
Picture perfect. The 0-2 from Ball. That one, he's swinging, charging to first. Wargo loses the ball. So It's going to advance to first, and another run comes home for the Braves. Clay Wargo just could not make the defensive play there for the big train. Ryan Maley, the catcher, at the plate now. Runners in the corners. Webb and Buchanan. Excuse me, Webb and Madden. First pitch to Maley in the zone.
And yeah, that's another tough one for Wargo there. Bounces, gets away from him. Again, he's trying to get the runner there at first and just can't quite make the play, can't quite come up with it. A bit unlucky there.
Ball, the 0-1 to Maley, down swinging, count 0-2. So again, another good start here. Connor Ball still searching for that third out. Big Train Bats gonna have to back him up. The 0-2 fouled off.
Like we were saying the other night after the Giants hit that solo home run top of the second inning, if there is a team out there that you trust to come back from a deficit early, it's the Big Train.
Yeah, they've done it once, more than once. Done it on more than one occasion. They're definitely capable, and it's just going to be a matter of the offense backing up Connor Ball here. Popped up from Wargo. They're going to try and get him home safe, though, is Madden. Webb going to advance to second, and the infield trying to make something happen and help Connor Ball out, but they can't do so. Now 3-0 for the Braves.
That's a really tricky play there. You know, you got runner stealing second. You're thinking maybe can we get the last out of the inning. Pitre wasn't super close to second there. Runner comes in, try to make a play at the plate, and they poke their third one home.
That one hit foul by Maley. Count still 0-2. 2 outs, and Webb the runner on second. Ball eyeing Webb. Fires the 0-2. A ball now.
And, you know, one of the things that Clay Wargo behind the plate does so well is he's an excellent framer of pitches, and you know there are a lot of strikes that he can kind of help out with his pitcher, so that's a huge plus to have him.
The 1-2 swing and a miss for Maley, and Connor Ball gets out number 3, but the Braves lead 3-0 after a kind of an interesting inning of baseball. When we come back, it'll be the Big Train Bats with, of course, Luke Nowak leading off.
That's so.
Welcome back. Bottom of the first. Max Moore from Mount St. Mary's on the mound for the Braves, and Luke Nowak leading off, showing bunt. That one almost hits him. Has to back up for ball one. So again, not an ideal top of the first for the Train. The Braves now lead 3-0, but Ian, you said it best. If anyone's going to rebound from this, it's this team. The 1-0 to Nowak fouled off.
And like so many of the early game runs that the Big Train go on, it starts with Luke Nowak. He routinely turns grounders, kind of bloop hits, bunts even into singles. Really helps his team get on base. It's really advantageous to have him at the plate.
The 1-1 in there, count 1-2 now. But yeah, like you said, he's just so good at getting on base, and that's why he's not budged from this leadoff spot basically all summer.
Yeah, since the time he came in.
The 1-2 down looking is Luke Nowak. Max Moore gets off to a hot start. Nowak a bit frustrated by that, understandably, and up comes DM Jefferson.
University of Notre Dame, number 22, DM Jefferson.
I will say the one thing is this team is really good at coming back, but sometimes it takes a little time. They like to keep us on our toes. So not the end of the world here that Nowak went down. It happens. First pitch to DM in the zone.
And so many times we've seen, whether it's top, middle, bottom of the order, you know, there's production, there's runs, 1 through 9, wherever you look in the Big Train offense.
1-1 the count now. The 1-1 to Jefferson, another ball.
One of my favorite parts about watching DM Jefferson play is how patient of a batter he is. I mean, he will stand in the box. If he sees something he doesn't like, he's going to lay off it. And, you know, he's fine with a walk as he is a single, as a home run, as long as he's helping the team.
And that one, I mean, well hit. Going, and gone. DM Jefferson, just as Ian is hyping him up, hits a home run and puts... Welcome back. Apologies. It is a hot day here in Bethesda, and it's 4:30 p.m., and iPad was struggling. But we're back. Big Train down 3-1 to the Braves. Connor Ball still on the mound here in the top of the second. At the plate is Morgan, the third baseman. The 1-0 from Ball, another ball. Count 2-0 now. The 2-0 from Ball, fouled back toward us a bit. Count 2-1. The 2-1 from Ball, well hit, but right into the glove of Pitre at short. And that is out number 1.
It's great positioning from Pitre. You know, he takes 2 steps to his left, but he's right there to make the play.
Yeah, he has been such a force both at bat and in the field. A very impressive shortstop. He's quick, he's athletic, smart. What more could you want? Now at the plate is Suarez, the shortstop for the Braves. That one grounded to Pitre. Thrown to Schultz at first, and that's back-to-back outs for the Train.
Back-to-back outs in about 4 or 5 pitches.
Yeah, really efficient stuff. This is also something we were talking about the other night when we were playing the Giants. None of these Big Train pitchers really get phased, even when they have an inning like Connor Ball did in the top of the first. He's come out with a vengeance. He's pitching really well, really efficiently right now, as you would expect a Big Train pitcher to do. First one in the zone to Boone, back to the top of the order.
And, you know, in speaking with pitchers this season, post-game, you know, before the games, whenever, one of the things they say is that it's such a buoy to have this offense behind them, and, you know, which helps them get through innings and get the outs.
Yeah, that one flew out to Garrett Felix, who made the catch. He's at second this afternoon for the Braves. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for Connor Ball, much more efficient than the first. Big Train still down 3-1, but we'll look to make something happen on offense as we enter the bottom of the second. Welcome back. Leading off here in the bottom of the second for the big train is John Kramer. On deck, Garrett Felix. In the hole, TJ Rogers. That's still Max Moore on the mound. First pitch to Kramer, swing and a miss. Thank you to everyone at home for checking in on us. Again, I try to monitor the feed, but sometimes I can't, and it's been really helpful when you guys let us know that things are happening. But hopefully tech issues have been solved. I'm sure we'll have more. We always do. An 0-2 count to John Kramer right now. Moore fires low for ball 1.
And as any broadcaster knows, we wouldn't be anything without the people listening.
Exactly. Very true. Appreciate you all at home so much just for tuning in. That's why we do our jobs. The 1-2 and down looking is John Kramer. Third K of the afternoon for Max Moore.
That was kind of a similar pitch that Moore used to get Jefferson looking back in the first there. Kind of a deceptive pitch that broke outside, just barely hugging that strike zone.
Yeah, we were talking about the deception that the big train pitchers can fire off, but Max Moore giving them a taste of that. First pitch to Felix, low for ball 1. The 1-0. Another ball. Felix holds back. Felix, another guy similar to DM who just shows so much patience and is really smart, I think, at the plate. The 2-0 in for 2-1.
Moore is really dropping his off-speed stuff in there, really kind of nice and neatly.
Fires another ball. Count 3-1 now. Moore looking to avoid his first walk of the game. 3-1 to Felix, and he can't do it. Felix will take his base on a walk and bring up TJ Rogers.
And that's right to your point, Allie. You know, Garrett Felix's patience, you know, he gets ball 4 and gets himself on base.
Yeah, he, in a different way than Luke Nowak, is so good at getting on base. It's a lot of walks, and a lot of patience, like I talked about. And then Garrett is just so dangerous once he gets on base, and eventually he'll be running. Look for him to run here. He's quite the speedster. Little pickoff attempt. They know him by now. They know he's going to run. Unsuccessful, though.
I think they heard you from up here, Allie. Talking about his stealing abilities, and more look to keep him at first.
Rogers fouls off the first pitch. That was Felix's 33rd walk of the season. Crazy number there. The 0-1 to Rogers. Ball.
And it looks like that's just in 79 at bats, so his on-base percentage, you know, he really helps his team getting on base there.
Yeah. Another pickoff attempt, unsuccessful. Rogers still a 1-1 count. Pitch fired to him, another ball. Again, the train, just the 1 run on the board, a home run from DM Jefferson. His second of the season, I think. 2-1, swung on. Count 2-2. I'm going to verify that. Yep, second. There was one at the DC Grays. It was a huge run. The train were down 3-0. I think he made it 3-1. Eventually they'd come back and win 4-3. That one well hit by Rogers, but tracking in is the right fielder Boone, and he has it for out number 2.
And that first home run for Jefferson, I believe, was either in his first game with the team or second game. It was very early in his big train tenure, really showing his stuff coming in from Notre Dame, giving the big train a little bit of pop at the plate.
Yeah, I think it was only, I agree. I don't think it was his first game. I think the first time we saw him was at Olney, if I recall correctly. But that might have been game number 2 or 3. Another pickoff attempt to Garrett Felix. Doesn't get there. And now it's Clay Wargo at the plate. That one fouled.
You know, as frustrating as it is as a runner on first, when you're getting the pitcher looking your way, throwing over to first, it's really just a sign of respect. You know, they know that they wanna try to hold you on first. They know that your skill of trying to steal bases.
A ball to Wargo evens the count. Yeah, exactly. I mean, at this point in the regular season, these teams have played each other multiple times. They know what each other's strengths are, and Garrett Felix's base running is certainly one of those. Another pickoff attempt. Doesn't go, though. The 1-1 to Wargo. High, ball 2. On deck, should we see him, is Jason Schiavone in the number 9 spot DHing this afternoon for the Train. The 2-1 to Wargo. Another ball, count 3-1. Moore fires the 3-1. That one fouled back for a full count. The 3-2. And that'll be ball 4. Clay Wargo going to take his base. Felix advancing into scoring position. And Jason Schiavone will come up for the Train.
Now time for the big train of sophomore at James Madison University, number 20, Jason Schiavone.
Jason Schiavone, who has his own Catalyst hot dog now. Did you see that?
I did. It looks quite tasty. I haven't tried it yet, but I have to get on that. It looks really quite yummy.
Yeah, it's got marinara, mozzarella, and basil. It's quite a hot dog. Never thought about that before. Michael, you've had it? Okay.
Well,
our
we are
GM,
getting a
Michael,
thumbs up
yeah.
from the GM, so we know it's good.
If you want to come to a... Okay. Michael, a little biased toward Italian food perhaps, but says it's really good. That one fouled down left field, count 1-1. Yeah, it's quite an interesting idea for a hot dog, but if Michael says it's good, we'll trust his word. If you can get out to Povich, maybe you should try it. The second featured player dog we've seen this season. The first was the Cool Hand Luke. Cool with a backwards K. The 1-1 to Schiavone. Swing and a miss, count 1-2.
And one thing to note about Schiavone is he is still batting without gloves. He's going the bare hand approach. A couple games ago, it rained pretty heavily here at Povich. His gloves got wet. They weren't ready for the next game. He went bare hands and hit a home run. So he's been riding this gloveless streak for a little while here.
The 1-2 in the dirt. Garrett Felix gonna go ahead and take third. He always does. Runners in the corners now for the Train. A 2-2 count to Schiavone. I knew his gloves got wet, but I didn't notice that he never put them back on.
Yeah, he's had a couple good games. He had a triple the other night. You know, the bat is coming alive, and we all know how superstitious athletes and baseball players can be. So I think until something changes, he's not gonna be using his gloves.
Very interesting. The 2-2. Ball makes the count full. Back-to-back full counts here for Max Moore.
He was joking the other day that he might as well go ahead and donate his gloves to avoid temptation
Okay.
of using them, of bringing them back.
Can he make something happen here? The 3-2. Down looking. I don't know how I feel about that call, but Schiavone going to go down looking very frustrated. Going to leave Clay Wargo on first and Garrett Felix on third. Coach Sal going to ask about it as well. You can tell Big Train not happy with that call, but the Braves still lead 3-1 as we enter the top of the third. Top of the third, leading off for the Braves is Brett Stallings, the second baseman. Connor Ball, a very efficient top of the second, 1-2-3. Gonna look to continue that as the Train try to fight back from a 3-1 deficit. First pitch, a ball to Stallings.
And, you know, maybe the defense, the coaching staff for the Big Train, maybe they have a little bit on Stallings there. Well, he's backed up now, but TJ Rogers is pretty shallow in there. I don't know if they have any data that says he tends to hit it right there, kind of shallow to third base, but Rogers is now backed up a little bit. I don't know if that was something that they just wanted to do on the first pitch to avoid bunt.
The 2-0, well hit. Petre tries to make the catch, but it bounces right out of his glove and will fall on the ground in front of DM Jefferson. Stallings reaches first.
You got to say some unlucky at bats here for Connor Ball. He's doing what he can there. Glances off Petre's glove. A little bit unlucky there. The earlier plays where it escapes Wargo a little bit. It's a little bit tough for him out here.
Stallings is the best hitter on this Braves team, batting .333. Second time reaching base. He had a single in the first inning as well. Eventually came home for a run. Count 1-0 now to Keegan Garris. Ball, the 1-0. That one hit high. Coming in is no walk and Jefferson. Jefferson calls it, makes the catch. Out number one.
Jefferson got a really great read on that. It was hit pretty well, kind of in that weird position between center and left, but he got a quick jump on it and made an easy play.
Yeah, great stuff in the outfield, backing up Connor Ball. Now Gerald Buchanan, the DH, at bat for the Braves, and again, Stallings out there on first. Ball, first pitch fouled off by Buchanan. Stallings 6 for 6 on the season in stolen bases. Count evens 1-1.
And as we were talking about earlier, as good a team Big Train is at stealing, the Braves have a couple guys who are pretty speedy too. But if there's one guy you want to have behind the plate to catch runners, is Clay Wargo.
That one in there, 1-2. Yeah, I mean, I've been so impressed with the defense of all our catchers. Wargo has been a part of that as he's played behind the plate. He's just quicker on his feet. The 1-2, 2-2 now, Connor Ball.
What's also impressive about Wargo is he generates a lot of power even just from his knees. A ball is down in the dirt. I've seen him before kind of hurl a ball from his knees and get the out.
Yeah, not even popping up every time. Ball eyeing Stallings, fires the 2-2, count full. Ball, the 3-2. Running is Stallings. Wargo tosses it over to Felix, but it'll go behind him. Petre there to back him up and make sure it doesn't drift into the outfield, but now 2 runners on for the Braves.
Now batting a junior, Hartford Community College, number 1, Quinn Madden.
Second walk for Connor Ball. And it was to Buchanan again. So similar to the first inning, Stallings with a base hit, Buchanan with a walk to follow that up. 1-0 count to Quinn Madden. Ball eyeing Stallings out there on second. Finds the zone to Madden. 1-1. A 1-1 high, ball 2.
Rogers still in that shallow position. He's almost on the edge of the grass at the edge of the infield here, looking for a hot shot to the corner.
2-1, now 3-1. 3-1 is ball 4. So Connor Ball, back-to-back walks, will load the bases for the Braves. And in a bit of a jam here.
Now batting for the Braves, the junior at Randolph-Macon, number 27, Miles Webb.
Looks like pitching coach Craig Lopez is coming out just to settle Ball down a little bit here to the infield, including Wario going out to the plate to talk to Connor Ball. Just in talking with Coach Lopez, obviously he's a really jovial guy. He's a player's coach, and in talking with him after games this season, I've asked what his message is to players when he goes onto the mound, and really it's kind of positive reinforcement. He tells the guy, you're out here for a reason. Throw your pitches, play your game. Just helps them kind of get into a better headspace and calm them down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's just such a friendly guy. I think the pitchers I've talked to have been very excited to work with him. We talked to someone was up here yesterday, maybe it was Jordan Little, talking about just how fun it's been to work with Coach Lopez and how he really does, like you said, give the guys positive reinforcement and make sure they're ready to go. Hopefully some of that was just told to Connor Ball as he looks to get himself out of this jam with the bases loaded and just one out. It's going to be Webb at the plate now for the Braves. Stallings on third, Buchanan on second, and Madden on first. First pitch to Webb in the zone. Ball. The 0-1. A ball. That's always hard. Connor Ball throws a ball. It's like every time I'm like, gotta be clear.
It's one of those games, every time we say ball, do something, whatever. Do a push-up, do a jumping jack. People would be getting quite fit because it's anytime there's anything that hangs a little bit outside or inside.
That one flown out to right and got it in time to Clay Wargo to tag Stallings.
John Kramer showing off the arm there. A little kind of a shallow hit, but he beams it home to get the runner.
Yeah, huge play from John Kramer in the outfield. The national champion tossed it over to Clay Wargo, got the tag, prevent Stallings from coming home. A nice little double play for the Big Train. Keep the score 3-1. They'll look to continue fighting when they come back on offense in the bottom of the third. Now batting for the Train, leading off the bottom of the third is Luke Nowak. Huge defensive play from the Big Train there in the top of the third. The arm from John Kramer, I was very impressed. Count 0-1. And I've got a new guest on color with me. It's one of our operations interns, Ray Ash. Ray, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, no problem, Allie.
Count 0-2 as Nowak fouls that one off. Ian, and I was just telling Ian, that was quite the impressive play from John Kramer in the outfield.
Yeah, that was next level. I know, anytime you get a double play like that.
Nowak hits that one, grounded to second. Toss over to the first base bag just in time. A 4-3 ground out for Luke Nowak. And that'll bring up DM Jefferson, who has the lone hit for the Train. A huge home run.
Yeah, and he's been getting it done, in the field. He's been making great plays. He's covering a lot of ground out there. I know Shirley Povich isn't exactly a small park.
The 0-1 strike to get started against DM Jefferson. How have you been today? It's quite hot.
It is very hot.
I know the player is definitely not loving the doubleheader life, but it is what it is. Swing and a miss there for Jefferson, count 0-2. Ray, have you ever broadcasted a baseball game before?
I can't say I have.
Well, hope the first time is fun. Welcome to the booth. It's hot up here, too. Now you know how I live. The 0-2, now 1-2. It's kind of what I've been saying to everyone who comes up here. They're like, it's so hot. And I'm like, It's my job. This is where I sit every time we're here. More readying the 1-2. That one chopped foul toward first base. Count stays the same. So Ray, tell the people a little about yourself. Where do you go to school? What do you do at UMD? Because it's pretty cool.
Well, since you said it already.
Shoot. I stole your thunder. The 1-2 from Jefferson High.
Well, yeah, I'm a rising junior at University of Maryland. I'm a cell biology major.
Very cool.
I always get weird looks here when they're like, what is your major? I'm like, not sports business. Yeah.
The 2-2 to DM. And down he goes. Can't believe it. That'll be the 5th K of the game for Max Moore. Brings up Emilian Petre. And you're pretty familiar with baseball at Maryland.
Yeah, I am. I'm actually a student manager for the baseball team, and a couple of the guys here, Andrew Johnson and Sean Lane, I see basically every day, which is kind of cool to see the other side of summer baseball too.
First pitch to Petre. Almost going to show bunt, but it'll be a ball. Yeah, we've got 2 Terps on our team, and then a couple more across the league. I know the Crop Dusters have a few. Booma or Walsh. 1-0 to Petre. Well hit down to right field, and that'll be a base hit for Emilian. Going to keep the Train alive here with the 2 outs. Talk about a guy who's been on fire at bat. Emilian Petre is just ridiculously talented.
He's a professional hitter. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Not much else you can say. He's going to bring up Peyton Schultz.
Scorching hot this week.
Yeah, seriously. First pitch to Schultz, a ball. We were talking about it earlier. He had a home run and 5 doubles? 4 doubles?
5.
5 doubles on Wednesday. It was absurd. The 1-0, 2-0 now.
Yeah, I was listening to a couple of the guys up here. They're waiting for an interview, and they're like, he must be seeing a beach ball up there. I think they're right. It's definitely a beach ball.
This was the pitchers who were chilling in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got cornered by me since they were up here 2-1. I was like, "Oh, Jordan, you're hanging out up here. Come on the call." You don't have a choice. But I think they had fun.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so. The 2-1 to Schultz, fouled toward the batting cages. Count 2-2. It was so funny. Jordan Little, one of our excellent pitchers, was so nervous to come on the call at Olney. Then he did it and had so much fun. He just had to come back when I asked him on Wednesday. The 2-2 to Schultz, fouled off again, prolonging this at-bat.
Yeah, Jordan Little, he doesn't just close out ball games. Hangs out in the broadcast booth.
Gonna try and get some more players on today. Might have to corner them between the games. The 2-2 swing and a miss for Peyton Schultz. That'll end the inning, leaving Emilian Petre stranded on first. We will step aside and come back for the top of the 4th. Now batting for the Braves is Maley, excuse me, Morgan on deck. Still on the mound is Connor Ball. And it's the top of the fourth here. Train still down 3-1. No one has scored since that first inning from either team. Still with me is Ray Ash. First pitch to Maley. That one hit coming over is Schultz. Going to toss it to Ball. Take it to the bag himself. And that'll be one pitch, one out.
Efficiency. We like to see it.
Things you love to see. Efficient pitching. The big train, so good at it. Again, Connor Ball had a bit of a stressful top of the first, giving up 3 runs, but since has really been rolling.
For the Braves, a sophomore at George Mason, number 15, Nick Morgan.
Nick Morgan now the third baseman coming up to bat here for the Braves. First pitch to him, a ball. Ball, the 1-0. That one well hit deep into right field. John Kramer making the catch. Back-to-back outs for Connor Ball.
Absolute clinic out there by John Kramer.
He is having quite the day on defense. He was responsible for the double play, caught the fly ball from Webb in the last inning, and then chucked it to Clay Wargo to get the tag before Stallings could reach home. Protected the score, kept it 3-1. Now it'll be Joe Suarez, the shortstop, batting for the Braves. Connor Ball, first pitch to him in the zone, count 0-1. I've talked about it a lot, but it's just so cool that we have 2 national champions on our team. Are you kidding me?
It's so cool.
The 0-1 in again, count 0-2. Braden Jones and John Kramer, both from Ole Miss, national champs. Ball, the 0-2, 1-2.
Yeah, banners fly forever, and they're going to remember that moment for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, seriously. Kramer just joined us with the train on the 7th of July. Braden Jones was here from the beginning, but took a little hiatus to go to Omaha, and then came back with John Kramer. 2-2 now the count. But yeah, I think they had a pretty good time down there. The 2-2 hit foul, tracking it in foul territory is Peyton Schultz, and he gets there. That is a 1-2-3 inning for the big train. Great stuff from Connor Ball. Score still 3-1. Big train bat's gonna have to try and close this gap when we come back. Now batting for the big train is John Kramer, the right fielder, and I've got another new person on color with me, Andrew Johnson, one of our awesome pitchers here in Bethesda. Andrew, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. 1-0 the count to Kramer. That one comes in, swing and a miss, count 1-1. So from one Maryland guy to the next, I had Ray and now I have you. What was it like playing for Maryland this season? It was a pretty awesome year. That one skied out to center field for out 1.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy year. We had a super good year. All the guys, super close team, which I think made us how good we were. I don't think we didn't have the best talent in the world, but I think we're just a good group of guys that like to win. So that's what got it done.
I was going to say, I was so impressed with you guys all spring. I go to Northwestern, so watching lots of Big Ten baseball, and we joke at Northwestern that we were part of history because that perfect game was against us. That one, well hit by Felix, center fielder, cannot make the catch, and it's going to be an extra base hit for Garrett Felix. Is he going to pick up the phone? No. It's not hip. Anyways, we always joke about that. We were like, oh, we got one win over Maryland, but also got perfect game.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
That was crazy. What was it like being there?
I mean, that was one of the best games I've ever. I mean, that was the best game I've ever experienced in my whole life. Like that really never happens, especially in person. You can hear about them on ESPN and stuff, but to be there in person in that dugout, it was unreal.
Yeah, and I mean, what's really exciting for you guys, I feel like, is you have a lot of talent returning in the fall, including Ramsey, who was the star of the show in that game, fouled off by TJ, count 0-1. But that should be really exciting, and I think that the Maryland program is just going in such an awesome direction. And it's fun that you get to stay in Maryland and play summer ball, and is it cool having Sean on the team too?
Absolutely, yeah. We're still living in Maryland together, and we're roommates.
In College Park?
Yeah, it just happened to be that
so
we're roommates, so we're still living together, having a good time there.
That one fouled off again by Rogers, count 0-2. I was thinking, like, y'all can probably just stay at college, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's not too far. The fields aren't that far away, so it's pretty nice, actually.
Fouled off. TJ going to stay alive. How have you been feeling about all these double headers?
They're long for sure, but,
yeah.
I mean, we need to get them in. At least it's 2 7-inning games, but not too bad.
I was going to say, and then tomorrow we'll be finishing a Crop Dusters game because that always happens.
Yeah.
Fouled off again. No quit from TJ here. Again, that's Garrett Felix out on second. I feel like, and I've had a lot of pitchers in here the last couple days, there are just such good vibes in the bullpen this summer, I think.
Yeah, the group of guys in the bullpen is really special. I mean, coming in, I came late, and they were all welcoming, and now we're a big family. Everyone's loving each other, and so it's a great time out there for sure.
That's awesome. Yeah, good vibes, good chem, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
On this team. So once down 0-2, Rogers now an even count. And, lots of personalities, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's the funniest guy in the bullpen?
I would say Braden Jones.
Okay,
probably one of the loudest / funniest guys out there for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
The 2-2 to Rogers, now 3-2, a full count. And we've been asking everyone this. So you're a pitcher. Who's your favorite guy on the team to watch pitch?
Probably Brandon Clark.
Okay.
Because mechanical-wise, he's fundamentally sound, and then the way the ball comes out of his hand, I love to watch it. So.
I think that was Jordan's answer too. Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's hit like 96 this summer.
Yeah, when you see a guy out there, like it's just kind of crazy to see him in person. I mean, I heard of him in high school and stuff, but now seeing him here, it's kind of cool.
I was gonna say, did you play anyone on this team like in high school?
I played with Evan Marcinko and against Todd Mazzocchi, so yeah.
Very cool. We had Kai up here on Wednesday, and he was telling us about like this one showdown he remembers when he was pitching and Peyton was batting, and I was like, that's just crazy to think about.
Yeah.
The 3-2 becomes ball 4, and TJ gonna take his base on a walk. 2 runners on now for the train. which is just like crazy to think about. He was like, Kai was like, I pitched like really well. I was pitching like 5 innings, and then like Peyton like ruined it. And this
Yeah.
was on Wednesday when Peyton was absolutely unreal. That must have felt good. It was a doubleheader. It was a long afternoon, but you guys just played so well against the Giants.
Yeah, our bats really came alive in the doubleheader.
Clay Wargo at the plate now for the Train. First pitch to him fouled off. Yeah, seriously. I mean, I spoke to everyone I spoke to this week was talking about how Sunday was a bit of a wake-up call for you guys. It wasn't your best performance. You know, the Grays not one of the better teams in this league, but have come back with such a vengeance. A huge win in Olney on Monday, and then 2 really, really big wins on Wednesday. Hoping they can fight back here. Running is Garrett Felix, and he's caught stealing. Very uncharacteristic of him. Kind of started to run and couldn't really turn around. So that'll be out number 2 with an 0-1 count to Clay Wargo. And then hitting wise, who's your favorite to watch?
I like Emilian.
Mm-hmm.
He puts a lot of balls in plays, makes good contact, and I mean he's a great personality guy too. So it's fun to watch him hit.
Yeah, he has been ridiculous.
Yeah.
1-1 the count now to Clay. And out of like, there's no other Big Ten guys on this team, so you're not really gonna have to go back in the fall and face anyone. Meanwhile, we've talked to like some of the SEC guys, and like Connor, Cade, Brandon might have to pitch to Emilian, which is like a bit stressful probably to think about. That one, fly ball in foul territory, third baseman going to get there. That'll be out number 3. TJ Rogers left stranded on first. The Train still down 3-1. Andrew, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Welcome back, top of the 5th, and we have a pitching change for the Big Train. Connor Ball completes 4 innings of work, and coming in for him now is Kai Burdick, who we did see pitch an inning against the Giants on Wednesday. And big thanks to Andrew Johnson for coming on the call with me, but I have another new person on the mic. It's our assistant GM, Patrick Chapman. Patrick, how are you?
I'm doing okay. Doing all right. It was a little hot on Wednesday, so I had to leave early.
Yes.
It's pretty hot today, but doing a little better. Drinking water.
Good.
So that's good.
As you should.
Yeah.
So did you even see this guy pitch?
I did not. No, I had left after the first inning of the second game.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kai now an 0-1 count becomes 0-2 to Boone. We're back to the top of the order. Good stuff from him. We had Kai in the booth on Wednesday as well, and he was a really good time. So thank you to him. Patrick, have you ever been on the call before?
I was on the call with it's a good throw by Clay.
Yeah, Clay gets the tag at first. Boone was running, but it's not coming back. Shoot. Sorry. I've been having